welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Angie. I am a 31-year-old casual relief teacher from Melbourne, Australia. On my channel, you will find budget with me, saving tips, lifestyle, and even some vlogs here and there. So in these types of videos, I take you through my earnings from the previous month, and then we as well discuss what my potential earnings are for the upcoming month. Now, because I am a casual teacher, hence the word casual, every single one of my paychecks is different, and because we are in the summer holidays, I obviously haven't been teaching because school is finished, everyone is enjoying their summer, but school is actually going back this coming Monday. So I'm filming this on the 29th of January and school goes back on the 30th, which is tomorrow. Okay, so we might as well just get stuck kind of straight into it. Look, I was gonna pour myself a glass of wine for this video because I didn't earn that much, guys. I mean, I was expecting it, definitely. I was anticipating, and all year I'd been anticipating not earning much throughout January, but yeah, it is 11 o'clock in the morning, the time that I'm filming this, so I feel like a glass of wine is not very appropriate, but if you would like to pour yourself a glass of wine or a tea or just have some water, then follow along with me on this video journey. Okay, so let's talk January. My income from January was quite low. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say low, but it was a lot different to what I'm used to. So for the month of January, I did have to track my spending a lot more consistently than usual, I guess, because I had to make sure that I wasn't spending a ridiculous amount of money because I wasn't earning the money to supplement that spending, if that makes sense. And the app that I actually use to do this is called WeMoney. I've been working with WeMoney for around 18 months now and have been using their app for about 2 years. They are a financial wellness app that gives you a holistic view of all of your finances, whether that be savings, debt, or any income that you might have. You can link all of your financial institutions in the one place. So rather than going in and out of all of your banks, your bank accounts to find out how much you have in total, you can actually link them all and find that out within the app. I myself personally love the tracking spot within the app because it shows all of your spending and categorizes them into each individual category. So you can find out how much you're spending on food, accommodation, travel, anything that is miscellaneous, going out. There are so many categories that WeMoney puts all of your spending into. Another thing that I really love and use within the app is for my bills and my subscriptions. So I have bills coming out of different accounts, and sometimes I can find it a little bit confusing knowing the dates and how much each of those bills are. But within the app, it actually tracks within your bank institution. So every month when you get a bill taken out, it will then process and tell you when the next due date is. So whether that be on the 18th of February and it's going to be $18.99 and that's from Spotify, it gives you a specific date, what the bill or subscription is, as well as the cost as well, which I have found super helpful with my account not going into the negative. If you are like me and you're planning on going traveling, or if you just have any financial goals that you want to set for the year, you can actually do this as well. So you can set up your goal, what it is for and how much. WeMoney allows you to track your progress, so it will tell you you've achieved 5% of that goal and it is this much money, which I think kind of holds you accountable and keeps you motivated to actually set that goal. You can also include cool little photos as well to give you an even more inspiration to achieve that goal. I'll leave all of the links and everything to WeMoney down below. The app is completely free. You do not have to pay for it, which I think is just amazing because it even gives you more motivation to get on top of your finances for 2023. If you have any goals or anything that you are wanting to achieve that maybe we can discuss and motivate each other, leave those in the comments down below as well. Let's get back into my budget with me. Okay, so we were just talking about January and my income slash spending for January, which again, it's not high. I did only work 10 days throughout January. I ended up working with a holiday program. The hourly rate for that holiday program is a lot less than what I earned teaching, so my income from that job was a lot less. So let's jump over and have a look at it. Like I said, it's not going to be super crazy. This one's probably going to be the quickest January month overview to have a look at how much I actually spent. Okay, so this is January Teaching, I'm just gonna reset everything because it's all gonna be a little bit different, but I'm gonna zero. So if you are new here, these are all of my expenses that I have every month. So I have Spotify, Stan, my phone, I then have my mortgage and my bills, petrol, groceries, splurge, health insurance, and then all of my different sinking funds, which I'll go into a bit more depth for February. But in terms of earnings, so I worked about 10 days in holiday program, and I earned around $35 per hour, and each shift was around 5 hours. So for teaching, I usually get around $60 an hour, so it's almost half, which, you know, is not great, but I have already been paid for one of the weeks that I did work, and that was just for 5 shifts, and I earned $688. So if I times that by 2 for the whole month, I earned a total of 1,000, so I'm just gonna write here holiday program. I earned a total of $1,376. Again, like it's better than nothing. Oh wait, 13,000, I wish. It's better than nothing, but it is a lot less than what I'm used to. I'd say it's probably like a third of what I'm kind of used to earning for a month. So we can see that I'm actually in negative $1,819. So that's, yeah, I mean, like, that's just the way that it is, isn't it? So from that 1376, 540 went to bills and groceries. So that's 560. So that left me with 816 left to budget. So that is 1 fortnight of mortgage. So if I do 816 subtract 750, that leaves me with $66 left to budget, which I just put in, not even in petrol. Let's just put it in petrol for $66 for petrol. Yeah, that's not gonna last, is it? But yeah, that's how much that I earned in January, 1,376. I did actually get some AdSense, which was, I think 200, it was like 250 something. So that kind of brings it up a little bit. But in saying that, again, and I say this in pretty much every single video, any money that I earn from social media goes straight into savings, or I invest it straight away. I do not spend it because that's helping me to grow my finances and my financial future and to keep me more stable and secure. So I don't ever spend that money, that is always saved. So I earned for the total of January $1,626, which meant that I was over budget or negative 1,569, which is fine because for all of my sinking funds, so these are all my sinking funds here. So I have health insurance, car insurance, house, you can have a look at it here. I actually included nothing. So for the month, I didn't top up any of my sinking funds, which is fine. I'll just have to continue and making sure that I do it all throughout the rest of the year to make sure that I'm actually reaching the goals. So that's January. That's okay, it's fine. Let's look at February. Okay, so planning for February. School goes back tomorrow. Now for the first week, look, I'm gonna have to be really conservative with February. Last year, I don't think I worked that much. I think I ended up getting like a total of maybe 10 days, maybe that in February, I don't know. So I'm gonna be pretty conservative. So when I teach and I do casual teaching, I earn $401 for one day. So let's say that I earn and do, let's say 12 days, because it's a whole month. That's 20 days out of the month that I can work. Let's say 10. Okay, let's be really conservative. So 401 times 10, which would be $4,010. So let's say 4,010, and I'm just gonna do it as private. This is also all before tax as well. So I get taxed quite a fair bit when I teach privately or when I teach regardless, because I go to many different schools and a lot of the schools are classified as second job. So I get taxed at like 45% or 37%, whatever it is. it's a lot. I get taxed quite a lot. So this is all before tax. Okay, so $4,010. Let's get rid of holiday program. We don't need that anymore because we're not working for holiday program anymore. AdSense, let's keep it at $250. Let's hope that it goes up a little bit in February. My goal is $300 every month. So that means that I'll have $4,260 as income. But again, $250 of that goes in investments. Okay, so let's look at what we have left to budget. So we've got Spotify for the month, which is $19. Stan is $14. Phone is $30. I can't figure out how to get rid of some items, so I'm just gonna have to leave that there. Housing, we've got rent and or / mortgage is $1,500, so $750 a fortnight I put into the mortgage. And my bills are $160, so that is for water, gas, and electricity. Petrol, I've put at $180. It depends on where I'm working. And because I'm in a new location for this school year, I'm hoping to get some schools that are a little bit closer rather than traveling like 45 to 50 minutes every day to a school, which is what I was kind of doing last year, which is also why my petrol was way more expensive. Groceries, $400. So Lewis and I put in $400 each. That is for food, that is for cat food, cat litter, anything kind of household goes under groceries. Splurge money, I'm actually changing this. So I have started to do Reformer Pilates, which is actually going to be coming out of my splurge money. So Reformer Pilates is $20 per time that I go, and I really want to try and keep it consistent and do 2 sessions a week. So I'm going to bring this down to $120, and I'm going to add Pilates of $80 a month, which that's a lot of money, but every time that I've finished the sessions, I felt really good. So I feel like instead of spending the money on like KFC or McDonald's or going out drinking or going out for breakfast or whatever a lot, I'm actually going to be putting that towards my health, and I'll still have $120 to, you know, to play with. That's for, yeah, anything that I kind of want. And Lewis and I also have a deal that for February, we really want to cut back on our drinking. We really want to cut back on our takeaway and fast food eating, because we went a little bit crazy in January, which is fine because it's summer and it's like a fun month. But you know, we do have expenses and bills that we need to pay for. So splurge is a lot less, and Pilates, I'm gonna get like strong, hopefully. I felt really good after doing every session. It's more for like my back and my midsection because I have very weak muscles according to my osteo, so I need to strengthen them up. So it is for a purpose. Health insurance, I need to put $100 in. Car insurance, $84. House insurance, $70. Car service, $20. Car registration, $84. Christmas is going to get, I'm actually gonna do 25 for Christmas this month, only because it's so far away, and I feel like in the middle of the year I'll be working a lot more, so I can kind of bump Christmas up a bit more in the middle of the year once it gets a little bit closer. Birthdays is $50. Clothing, let's bring this down to $50 a month, not $100. So if you are new, my clothing account is if I ever want to buy something clothing wise. So if I need to buy a new top or new shoes or new socks or makeup, hair care, whatever it is, that comes out of clothes, and I can only spend what is in that account. I can't spend any more than that. And if I have the money sitting there, it is a guilt-free purchase because I saved up for that particular item, or the item has come up and I needed it, but I've got the money for it, so I can spend it. That's how I do it. Council rates is $84. House decor, I think I should still do the house decor fund. Like, we moved, it'll be almost 3 months ago now, but we're not finished with house decor. Like, I'll show you, just move to the side for a second. This area near the fireplace, there's actually nothing there at the moment, and we really want to put some chairs and some rugs and things in front of that, which means that that's still more house decor. So I'm going to keep that going as it is. And then we've got gym, like medicines. I don't do any of that. It's all down here. I don't have any of that. My emergency fund is actually not $7,500. It's actually $8,000. I've bumped that up to an extra $500. I can't remember when I did it, but it's been at $8,000 for quite some time now, which means I'm really hoping to have $1,140 left to sort of play with. In saying that though, most of that will go towards taxes. So let's be conservative and say it's like $300 left to budget. That'll just go straight to savings. So I'll be looking at saving around $200 to $300 a month. I did work it out a while ago that I had to earn, I think this was after taxes, around $3,576 in order to do all of my sinking funds, my mortgage, my bills, everything. And then anything on top of that, $3,576 for the month, goes into savings, goes towards a trip to Europe. Let's hope that that happens. So that is my budget for February. We are also looking at increasing our household income in another way, but that is for a video that is a little while away. So if you are in, just kind of a secret at the moment, but if you are wanting to figure out what that is, make sure that you do click that subscribe button. Let me know of any goals that you have for this month. Let me know if you are a teacher or if you're a casual teacher, if my earnings are kind of like realistic or if they're not. How much are you used to earning during the school term, especially when it's term one. Term one is always the slowest month. Like I got a work day on the very last day of term 4 last year, which is like unheard of, but term 1 is always slower because people, their immune system doesn't like quite get sick enough until like a couple of weeks. So once everyone's kind of been in the same room for a while and they all start to spread their germs, that's when I'll start to get all my work, which like, yay for me, but also not good for them. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you again to We Money for sponsoring this video. I love you all and I will see you in a video sometime in the very near future. Bye guys.